everyone, this is Rituparna and welcome back to my YouTube channel. In this channel, I am gonna talk about lot of tech content, so stay tuned. In the previous video, I have shown you how you can validate a user using login form in PHP and MySQL. If you haven't watched that video, don't worry, you will find the link in the description box. So before moving ahead, kindly subscribe to my channel so that I get motivation to bring more videos like this. Now turn on your PC and let's get started with me in the journey of becoming a web developer. So as I mentioned earlier, you need to have a local server installed on your PC. Start your local server and open your browser. You can either type the URL or the local host itself. I will provide the links to download XAMPP or WAMP for your PC. Now let me show you the login form which I have created in my previous video. As you can see, there are two fields here. If I try to log in with the stored email ID and password, it will take me to the home page. Now if I press on the back button, you will see it will take me to the login page, and again if I press the forward button, it's taking me to the home page, whereas I haven't even put my password field. But it shouldn't perform like this cause it's causing a security issue. But in this case, if I press on the submit button, it's not letting me to go to the home page. So to resolve this issue, I will go to my code editor, that is VS Code. Now I will open the folder, that is PHP tutorial 1, which I have stored inside C drive WAMP64 folder, inside that www folder. In case you are using XAMPP server, you need to store your files or folders inside C drive, inside that htdocs folder. You can see there are 3 files inside that folder. To resolve that issue, we will use session here. First of all, we need to write a predefined function, that is session underscore start, at the top inside the PHP tag in your website. Now we will store data retrieved from inside the session variables. After doing the necessary changes, now we will save this file and go to home.php page. Inside the home.php page, we will include PHP tag. Inside that, we will start the session. This function, that is session underscore start, will fetch all the session variables from login.php page. Below that, we will give a condition, that is either email or password field is not set. We will stay into login.php page only. Now we will create a link to log out from home.php page and will go back to the login.php page. For that, we will create a new page, that is logout.php page. Inside the logout.php page, we will include a PHP tag, and inside that, to start a session, we will include a function, that is session underscore start. Below that, we will write a function to delete all the variables we have stored inside the session. And lastly, we will include a function to destroy our session. Using the session unset function, we can only delete all the variables related to session, but it does not destroy the session, that is, session is still running. So we used to unset all the variables before destroying the session. Below that, we will give a link to go back to our login.php page. Now we will save this file and go back to our home.php page. Inside the ahref tag, we will give the link of logout.php page, because when we click on the logout link, we need to go to the logout.php page to destroy all the sessions. Now we will save the files and see if it's working properly or not. After giving the correct email ID and password, it takes us to the home.php page. After that, if we click on the logout link, it takes us to the login.php page. Here you can see the forward button is not working, that means the session has already destroyed. But still there is a problem. Let me show you. Here, without clicking on the logout button, if we click on the back button, we still can go to login.php page, and if we click on the forward button, we can come back to our home.php page even without giving the password. So to resolve this issue, we will go back to our login.php page. In login.php page, inside the head tag, we will use a JavaScript tag. Inside the JavaScript tag, we will use a function that is windows.history.forward, which doesn't let the browser to come back to login.php page. After saving this file, we will open our browser to check if it's working properly or not. Let's open the login.php page. After giving the correct email ID and password, it takes us to the home.php page. Now if I try to go back to the login.php page, it does not let me do that. Now we can say it's working properly. It is because I have included a JavaScript function inside the login.php page. In case we want to automatically destroy a session after a certain time interval, we need to go inside the home.php page. Inside the head tag, we need to include a JavaScript tag. Inside the JavaScript tag, we will take a function that is setTimeout. This function is used to perform a task after a certain time interval. Inside that, we will take a function. Inside the function, we will write window.location method, which is used to redirect the page inside the window. Inside that, we will give the path of logout.php page. After that, in the second parameter, we will give a time interval. Here it takes time in millisecond. That means 6000 milliseconds equals to 6 seconds. This setTimeout function will take us to logout.php page after 6 seconds. After that, it unsets and destroys the session and take us to login.php page. After saving this file, we will see if it's working properly or not. Now we will open the login.php page. After giving the correct email ID and password, we come to our home.php page and we will wait for 6 seconds. After 6 seconds, it redirects us to login.php page. Let's do that one more time. So yeah, you can see it's working properly. So that's all for today. I hope you find this video a little helpful. So like this video and share this video as much as you can. I will provide the entire folders link in my description. See you soon in my next video. Till then, bye and happy coding.